Hi folks, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. So unfortunately this is the second time I've tried to record this episode, because the first attempt, the recordings were all corrupted and jittery and were unusable. So sadly there's been some progress made that wasn't caught on camera, so I will give you a brief summary of what we've done up until now. So we're here on our freighter right now, and one of the things you get from the frigate missions are these salvage frigate modules. I was also lucky enough that Angelo Bambo, one of our survivor community, he donated me some. He had loads of spare ones, so he donated me some as well to give me a little bit more. And in the center console here on the bridge, if you go to this side, you've got upgrade control. And if you select on that, the second option is base parts and upgrade. So just like buying upgrades on the anomaly with your salvage data, you can buy upgrades to your frigate and a freighter on this console here using salvage frigate modules. So you can see that the first one that we get is the fuel. We've got that. You can buy these upgrades that allow you to boost frigate missions by different amounts to try and increase success. You've got hyperdrive upgrades, you've got matter beam teleporters and stuff. And then if we go to the next page, we've got buildings. So this is where you can do the base building on your freighter. So we've got basic things like corridor, which is, I think you get that by default. There's the fleet command room, that we have to use that command room in order to send our frigates out. You need one of them modules for every frigate mission that you want to send out. We've got doors, corridors, platforms, etc. But in this section here, you've got sort of, I don't know what these are, industrial, high-tech, I think this is. Industrial, maybe in this one. And I can't remember what that one's called. Doesn't tell you, but this one here, we have the technology room expansion. So that's just a room that's got nothing in it if you want a bit of space. So we bought that. We bought the scanner room. We'll come to what that does later on. We bought the galactic trade room, which gives you a galactic trade terminal in your freighter. And then down here we bought the teleport chamber that allows you to teleport to your other locations from your frigate. I think the cultivation came automatically. You can expand that. You can build a refiner room, so you've got a refiner on board, and you've got more expansions there. And storage rooms, so we can put the storage rooms on the freighter that then link. If you've got the room with the same number, it'll link to all the other ones that are on your base, so you can share items. So we've bought a few of them, and then if we go up to the build area, you'll see that it now looks a little bit different. There was like walls all over the place, but it turns out if you build rooms that are of the same type, so all the high-tech rooms, it doesn't put walls in between them, and it opens up into this nice space. So straight away we've got an empty expansion room here. We changed that to an expansion room just to give us a bit of space to come in. We have the teleporter on that side. We have the trade terminal on that side, so we can sell anything we get. We've got this scanner room. So what the scanner room does is when you arrive in a new system, normally, if I go to discoveries here, you would have to scan each planet and then land on it to actually put your feet on the ground to discover it. But with this, you can hit this, it sends out a scan, and it scans the whole system and discovers the whole system automatically without you having to go to each one. So you can straight away see that that one's got selenium, copper, phosphorates and salt. That one's gamma root, copper, uranium, silver, high sentinel activity, etc. See what kind of planet it is. So there's a paradise planet. It's isotopic planet, pillared planet, paradise. Oh, 2 paradise planets in the same system. I never noticed that before. That's super rare. So yeah, that's a handy feature to have. And then we've built 1, 2, 3, 4 of the fleet command stations. So that allows me to put out 4 frigate missions in one go. You need one for each one. There is an empty space here that I can put a 5th one if we get to the point where we have enough frigates we can actually send out 5 in a day. So there's space there. Then I've moved the cultivation room was kind of used to come up onto here and it was over there. So I've moved it to over here, and then you can see you've got a wall going between them because it's a different type of room. And then in this corner I've put 2 storage rooms, storage containers 1 and 0. And a neat little trick, so by default this will be called storage container. So if I rename that back to storage container, and then we look at our inventory, you can see here that this is the frigate's core storage, and then you'd have storage container, and then there'll be another storage container. So you can see that tabs would quickly disappear off the side, and you'd have to cycle through them to find the one that you want. So the trick is, if you rename the storage container to its number, so this one is 00, and then we look at our inventory, you'll be able to see that you can easily see the little tabs, and once we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., it'll fit all in here, and we'll be easily able to swap between the tabs without any difficulty. Okay, so that was the first thing we've done. We've put all this in here, we've made some changes, so it looks a lot better and it's a lot easier to find your way around now. From the bridge, you just look for the green stairs. That is your base area. You come up here and I've got this nice open area with my different benches or rooms that are easily accessible. And then I've put off to the side, so the door is in the middle to get back to the bridge, and the doors are at the side. There's the middle to get through to the other areas, and we'll keep them separated so that there'll be no walls between them either. Okay, so the next thing we did is we had a mission. We'd had a mission for quite some time. I think it was expanding the base mission, and it was to pick up selenium. We had to get hazmat gloves and find a scorched planet and get selenium. So we had the gloves. We've had that mission for ages for the overseer, and there was, where we go, there it is, there's a planet had selenium. So we went down onto that planet, and you just find the plants, you scan for it, you find the plants, you pick them with your glove by hand, and we've now got a whole bunch of selenium. We took it back to the overseer, and he gave us the recipe to make, we won't be able to do it here, but we can make I think it was the farmer station or the harvesting station, and then that sent us off to find a GEC system, which I think is where we are now. Are we in a GEC system? Yeah, we're in a GEC system to go to the space station to get our farmer. So we've done that, and the farmer is on his way back to our base. However, that's when I found out that we had all the issues with the recording, and it's not available now. So let's see, where are we? So to continue expanding the base, the overseer now wants a circuit board. We have to speak to the scientist to get a circuit board. The farmer, there we go, we built the agricultural terminal, that's what it's called. We hired the farmer, we've just done that, and now we have to return to the farmer. So I think we'll have to do that, because expand the base we have to acquire a circuit board from the scientist, but the scientist is also waiting for us to return. We had to scan a bunch of planetary creatures, so we've not returned to the scientist since then. So we've got 2 things to do back at base. We can use our new teleporter on our Freyr. Let's see, your base is Paradise Base. Off we go. Okay, we are back home. Right, let me do the agricultural one first. Return to the farmer. So that's through in the other room. There is the agricultural terminal there, and there is our farmer now working at it. This is a home of glass and metal, traveller. It is in dire need of my touch, but no need to fear, for I have come well equipped for such work. Gut rot flour, a large hydroponic tray, a hydroponic tray. Your first lesson will teach you to embrace the dirt, friend. The earth provides life in death after all. Take this hydroponics tray and these gut rot flower seeds, grow the flower and see how fine it feels to produce life. Broker Riptummy is already bedding in nicely. They have already given me the means to beautify my home. If I prove myself a worthy farmer with this gut rot flower, perhaps they will share more than their agricultural secrets. Wonderful, my friend. Soon our home will be filled with the delicate perfume for which this plant was named. Right, so grow gut rot flowers. Use Z to access the farming menu. Plant in a hydroponics tray. Right, we're going to need more room. Let me check. Where's the hydroponics? Here, hydroponics tray. We need 2 metal platings, and it must be placed indoors, so we can't place it outside. So I think we're going to have to build another expansion. Or no, maybe it'll fit there. Let me see how big it is. So we're going to need, was it 2 metal platings first? 2 of them. Z, hydroponics tray. Oh yeah, it does fit in there. We'll make 2 of them. We've only got 1 plant at the moment. Right, so how do you plant it? Oh, here we go. Oh, we need 40 physium. It takes 4 hours to grow. Do we have any physium? Nothing on the ship. I don't have any on there. Doesn't look like we have any physium whatsoever. Okay. Right. I'm going to have to work out where you get physium from, so I will be back in a second. Okay, so this doesn't sound particularly positive. So apparently, according to the wiki, you get physium from feeding creatures on planets and then collecting their dropped copperite crystals. It says this process can be rather slow. You can also get it with assistance in the farmer, because if you make gut rot flowers, that will yield you physium, but we are needing physium to make gut rot, so we can't do that yet. It can be found on some planets as a byproduct of some carbon-based plants, but this is a bit rare. And it can also be found as junk in some damaged machinery. So all of those things sound like they're going to take a lot of searching and a lot of time to do. So I'm not going to do that today. I'll do that off planet. I've got some of the food pellets so we can feed some creatures and try and get that. And maybe we'll check some damaged machinery, but I'll do that off camera. That's going to take a long time to do. So let's skip that mission. And let's head back to our scientist and see what the scientist wants. He's here. Right, scientist. So remember, we scanned some creatures for him. Do you have the data, traveller? My child cannot see the world as you see it. To share your scans will be to share your consciousness with him. It is a tremendous gift. Let's hand that in. You, what sights! By the way of thanks, my child has prepared for you a blueprint. They have learned how to make unstable gel. They hope it makes you happy. Okay. Unstable gel made from cactus flesh. Not what we need right now. Traveller, this data has raised a concern. As a beacon, my child could receive signals from unknown sources all across the galaxy. I will be unable to protect him from the unsavoury thoughts of the Gek or the harsh scans of the Sentinels. If you find ion batteries, I will prepare polyfiber blueprints and we shall weave them a protective cloak. I think we have ion batteries. Do not delay, traveller, your young mind is very impressionable. Right, let me just check. What's that? That is ion batteries. We have ion batteries. So we have to select that as a mission. Gather ion batteries is done. Return to the scientist. Easy. You have found the ion batteries, traveller. The Korvax look anxious. Their disconnection from the convergence and their anxiety for their child has taken its toll. Perhaps the batteries will help them settle. Give them ion batteries. Thank you, Traveller. It is good that we can protect the little beacon, but I fear it may not be enough. You should take a copy of the polyfiber plans. They may be of some use to you. Now please, give me some time to educate my child. Polyfiber needs cactus flesh and star bulbs to craft. Okay. Scientist is educating their beacon child. Time remaining 1.5 hours. Alright. Okay. Wait for the scientist to finish educating their beacon. What about this? Acquire a circuit board. Aid the scientist. Is there a way we can get that? You cannot hurry these things, Traveller. The bond between family components must be forged correctly. I guess not. How do we advance that then? Factories infest this place, worlds upon worlds spitting out resources for no purposes. Yet you are attacked by sentinels for obliterating a single rock. It is outrageous. It makes me sick. The Overseer is right. I am attacked by sentinels for mining small quantities of resources when factory complex operate with immunity. Why? Why do they ignore such greed while I must fight for mere survival? Greed, this is unjust. It is good to see your anger. Ask yourself, why do sentinels get to choose who suffers? Who gave them this power? Okay. Right, I guess we're kind of stuck with that then, because we've got to wait 1.5 hours for him. We'll have to go and get Physium for him. What else do we have? First Traveller, that's the main quest, isn't it? Or we've got to report the appearance of Null Tanada in the galaxy map. Search for a red solar system. Access the galaxy map with X-Well. Requires a cadmium drive. So I think you have to get that from the anomaly, and we have to speak to Nada on the anomaly. So let's go. Where's my ship? Oh, there it is. I really need to build a landing pad too, so it lands on a landing pad properly. I can call it in with that landing pad over there, but it when you teleport back to the base, it just arrives in a random location. Let's go. Alright. Into space we go. That Physium's a bit annoying. I bet that over the series I've got Physium from things and I've sold it because I thought it was just junk. Right. Quick menu, call in the anomaly. In we go. Okay, so we need to go and speak to Nada first. There we go. So we've got our new glitched trail that we got from the Beachhead expedition. Traveller entity. Nada has watched your signal. Nada has seen other entity. Other entity is odd, older than Nada, older than our home. Nada feels them watching. Ask about Null. Nada asked the other entity, are they first, are they last? Missing entity chose not to answer. They have ignored us. Apollo entity ignores us too, ignores the travellers. Such is their pattern. It is valid. Nada understands. Okay. The space anomaly. Construct the mind arc for Artemis. So we've reported the appearance to Nada. Purchase technology blueprints or a new base part aboard the anomaly. Undertake missions with the other travellers from the Nexus or exchange discoveries and rare product from nanites. What's that got to do with construct the mind arc? Okay, but we're going to buy some new technology straight away because we're going to go and get a cadmium drive. That's this way. So that's a starship upgrade. Every starship is special, an invitation to explore the stars. Let me tend to yours. Research starship upgrades. Right, where is it? Is that it there? Cadmium drive, which needs 250 chromatic metal and 3 wiring loom, which we already have, and it costs 80 nanites. Got it. Install cadmium drive. So starship. Where's our hyperdrive? There. So let's move. We do have some slots. We'll move that over there. Cadmium drive. So we have the chromatic metal already, and we have the wire looms already. Cadmium drive installed. There we go. The galaxy map, search for a red solar system. Access the galaxy map with X1. The starship warping to a red system requires the cadmium drive. Objective complete. Let me see, is there anything else we need? Oh, I was going to look for the landing platform. Square room. Small prefabs, storage units. Primitive shapes. Timber, agricultural stuff. Oh, so you can learn other plants. Star brambles, solar vines, that's where we got the solanium from. So it appears that whatever the plant is that produces, that plant will produce solanium, so you need solanium to grow that. Just like the gut rot needs fecium, and it gives you fecium. What's that one? Gamma weed? Frostwort needs frost crystals. Fungal cluster. Okay, so probably this stuff might become pretty useful over time. So we might want to start working on getting we'll get a new room together that has got all the hydroponics in it and grow all the plants. Industrial modules. So there's the wall switch. We had a problem when we put the door in, the door wouldn't open. That must be the wall switch. You need to toggle the flow of power when pulled to let the door open. And then a floor switch would probably be useful, so as you stand on it, or a proximity switch, even better. It'll open as you get near. But we haven't got a problem at the moment, just leaving the door open, so I'm okay with that. Illumination, decorative. Where is the landing pad? Lots of decorative stuff. Posters, aquatics, transport modules. No, that's all exocraft. Technology modules. It's handy that that's off the station. Landing pad, there it is. So it needs 10 salvage data. It needs 10 metal plating, ion batteries, microprocessors. Right. I will get one of them installed at our base at some point in time. I think we're okay for the other stuff. Right, so do we actually have to go to find a red solar system now? So, out we go. Ships all the way over there. Okay, we have to get out into space to access the galaxy map. Okay, so galaxy map. So that green line is taking us over there, but that's not a red one. That's a red one there. You can zoom in. Out of jump range. Awesome. Any other red ones? There's red ones over there. Out of jump range. Out of jump range. Out of jump range. Okay, I guess we're going to have to jump somewhere a bit closer first. Right, let me go back to where we was. Destination, current mission. So let me just check. Current mission is on here. Yes, mine cadmium. Right. Make sure we're doing the right thing. So we want to go over in this direction. There's red ones there. But they're all out of jump range. So let's jump to here first. Okay, alright, and then let's see what we can reach from here. There's ones that now look really close. Is that red? How can you tell whether it's... It looks red. Okay. That's for a red solar system, so it didn't... Or is it just because we need to mine the cadmium? Is that what it is? Right, let's call in our freighter. Let's use our freighter. Freighter's warp drive. Oh, the freighter can't get here. Oh, what? Oh, so it actually has to have the ability to get here too. Right, well that's interesting. Right, so we're going to have to do it manually. So there we go, first planet, blood planet, it's got cadmium on it. Let's head over there. Okay. Right, let's get down through the atmosphere. Oh, is that water? That is a lot of water. Yeah, that doesn't really help us much. There's a big bit of land over there. Okay, right. What's the chances there's going to be a node of cadmium on that bit of land there? Let's fly over and have a look. Oh, there is bigger bits of land coming into view now. I don't think we can scan for it from our ship. So let's just land here. And out we get. Right, so let's scan some stuff. Let's see. Cadmium deposit. 240 units that way. Get those flying creatures. More flying creatures. Oh, got you. What's that over there? Radiant shards. Mark that. Okay, so see where there's a closer one. Oh, dissonant resonators. Buried cache. More creatures over there. Let's see, let me see. 600 for phosphorus. Bunch of dissonant resonators. Loads of them. Okay, so it looks like this is the closest cadmium deposit over here. Oh, there it is. It's on this planet. Or island, sorry, should I say. Right, so I'm going to need my terrain manipulator. I want to reduce the size of the beam. start mining. Right, I'm going to mine a whole collection of this, and I'll bring you back when I've got some. Okay, so we've dug a very large hole and we've mined all the cadmium out of it. So we've got 980... Oh, wait a minute, we've got a crystal. Let me open that up. Oh, it was hydrogen, okay. So yeah, 980 cadmium out of that one hole, so that should do us. So the next thing it says is harvest a living pearl from an armoured deep water clam. Search for water planets in the galaxy map and use the analysis visor when searching underwater for clams. So this isn't a water planet, and I guess we don't know any of the other planets in the system yet, so we're going to have to go hunting for a water planet to find an armoured clam. So let me get back to my ship. Oop. Gravitino ball. Okay. There's the ship. Up we go. Well, there's another planet straight ahead of us. Let's scan that one. Oh, it's not showing up. There it goes. Unknown planet. Scan. That looks very water-like. Rainy planet. That must be the one. Right, I am going to head over there. But I think we're running a bit late on our time now, so I'm going to shoot across to here. We're going to head into this planet, and then in the next episode, hopefully, we'll go hunting for armoured clams on it. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.